Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 29th, 2018, and today is Wednesday morning. So a couple of economic events later for today. First one is at 3:30 South Africa time, GDP numbers coming out of the United States. And then at 5:30 South Africa time, we have weekly oil inventories numbers coming out. So a couple of rotations in the market, and let's take a look. So we're looking here at the Euro USD, and as you can see, it's capitulating on the high side here, about 117-ish level. As you can see, we just hit that yesterday, just shy of 117.45, and right now we're trading at 116.70. So this may actually come out to be an upside down reverse head and shoulders. So that would be one shoulder, this would be the head, and this would be subsequently the other shoulder. So just be aware of that. It is a bullish formation, and this may continue to go back to the 118-ish level. So that's something to consider as this continues to trade throughout the week. Now, jumping into the GBP USD, a similar story. We had a little bit of a rally, okay, from our lows of 126. We're trading right now at 128, but nothing near as close as the euro. Okay, the euro really taking the lead here versus the dollar. Now, if we jump to the Aussie dollar, it's dead. Okay, really falling apart. So, suffice it to say, it could be that the Aussie dollar getting weaker might affect the euro and then draw the GBP further down, but we have to see that actually fruit. I mean, that's not going to happen overnight. Looking at the Swiss franc, dollar Swiss franc, we broke our support at 97.93 yesterday. We're trading at 97.66 right now. So that's something to consider today because altogether it's still it's not forcibly breaking its support, but nevertheless it has broken support. So I would be a little bit more cautious on the upside here. Might want to play it a little bit with smaller volume just to see that it solidifies. Now jumping into the commodities, we're looking at oil. Oil took a turn yesterday from 67.87, really respecting the resistance levels at 67.87. We're trading at 66.87 right now. Excuse me. Question is what is this going to happen today? So, altogether, the output, they're trying to keep the output at a maximum, a little bit of a plug and chug with the OPEC. So I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I mean, we're at the top of the range at 67.87. It's nice to short. Okay, but we're coming into the mid-range of it, haven't broken the two moving averages. If we do break those two moving averages, I think we could continue going down. Otherwise, I think we'll be trading between 67.87 and 64.76 on the exterior parameters, but on the interior parameters, 67.87 and 66.25. So that's what I would take a look there. Looking at the Dow Jones, we sold off after hours yesterday, about 100 points. Nothing to really write home about, but nevertheless, this is a little bit of a reversal. Okay, it hasn't really popped up. We'd like to see follow through. We'd like to see it continue going up. I mean, we're only about 600 points from our all-time highs. Breaking above 26,000 was a major feat. Okay, especially some of it news related, but ultimately the markets is still very, very strong. So taking a look at this later today, I think that we're going to continue at some point with this rally, but I'm not sure if we're going to celebrate that too soon. Now looking at the NASDAQ as well, close to its all-time highs at 75.89, but really not retracing that much. Now the real play is Apple. Okay, if we jump into Apple, sorry about that. Let's take a look at Apple, excuse me. There we go. Apple 219.55. Okay, we hit an all-time high of 220, and it's slowly trickling up. Okay, if we look at a weekly chart, that's not such a slow trickle up. Okay, but however, the green bar has gotten a little bit weaker. A little bit smaller than its previous green bars, from 194 to 203. From 209 to 218, 219ish, and right now we're at 219. So I mean, if we follow this pattern, I mean, we should be into the 230 area, okay, which is not completely unheard of since it has been a very strong stock across the board. Now looking lastly at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has rallied over the last week above 66.25. That would have been our resistance level and a really great opportunity to buy it. Okay, we're just now flirting with our moving average, 30-day moving average. Okay, if we do see it close above the moving average, I think we could get back to the 7,800. Okay, I mean, ultimately, in looking at Bitcoin, it's a little bit of a wild card. There's no follow through. There's very light volume. So, I don't want to jump into it and say, okay, this is a clear buy or a clear sell, because ultimately, it lacks that follow through and lacks that volume in order to have that kind of conviction. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.